Hello there, and welcome to my channel, Novice Modelling and the Midlife Crisis. My name's Andy, and today I'm going to give you a quick, well, slightly extended kit review in this case, of my AFV Club 135 scale AF 35235 ROMMELS MAMMOTH DAK AEC armoured car. Now this is kind of different to, or unfamiliar maybe to those who watched my channel before, as basically I seem to be concentrating on Spitfires and a few other aeroplanes. Interestingly, I actually purchased this model on January the 8th. Today, it's mid-March. So obviously, this is kind of my original plan for my model building journey. The Spitfires, I think you can say, are something that I've kind of created for myself to try and learn how to build. Obviously, this model, I am not intending by any means to try to build this in my customary style of bish, bosh and bashing kits together. This is something that I will build, hopefully, when I've got the relevant and required skills sometime in the future. Anyway, incidentally, this one I bought off eBay and it cost me £64.24 with the postage and packing. I could have bought 6 Spitfires for that money. So, like I say, this is for the future. Anyway, as is my style, I'm going to read out the blurb to give us a little bit of historical information about this rather stunning vehicle. And I will warn you, I'm going to read it basically as best I can as it's printed in front of me. Now, I've pre-read this and the use of the English language is not exactly excellent. As you can see, it's actually produced, I think, in China. So we're going to forgive them for that, obviously. So here we go. Prior to the outbreak of World War II, the British Army was planning a wheel armoured commander vehicle to provide the armoured troop commander and staff an appropriate command post. Associated Equipment Company, AEC, who was best known by London double-deck buses, was awarded with a contract from the Ministry of War Transport in April 1940 to produce a Matador 4x4 artillery tractor and an armoured commander vehicle with Matador 4x4 chassis. By 1941, AEC devoted itself to military needs totally, and the armoured commander vehicle entered mass production. With armours up to 10 to 12 millimetres thick and a weight up to 12.2 tonnes, the vehicle was able to accommodate up to 7 to 8 personnel. High power and low power versions were built with different radio equipment. A total of 415 were produced. It was nicknamed Dorchester by the troops after the luxury hotel in London because it is very comfortable. The AEC armoured command vehicle first saw service in North Africa campaigns in the British Army service, and throughout the war 7 vehicles were handed to the Australian troops. Early in 1941, Hitler designated Lieutenant General Erwin Rommel as commander of Duchess Afrika Korps, DAK, which was quickly cobbled together of a panzer division and various small ancillary units. Dispatched to North Africa to support the defeating Italian army, Rommel initiated his offensive against the British Army in late March in absence of superior's authorization. As part of the Western Desert Force garrison in Egypt had transferred to Greek, that does say Greek, not Greece, the British defence of Cyrenaica in eastern Libya was weakened. After encountered with DAK, British armies were forced to retreat several times. On 6th of April night, the command vehicles of the Western Desert Force lost in the darkness. Even worse was they bumped into recce units of German Panzer Division. 3 AEC command vehicles in good condition became Rommel's trophies, as well as the goggle on face of the British commander. I have no idea what goggle on face of British commander means. The German nicknamed AEC command vehicles Mammoth due to the tall body. 2 of them were employed by Rommel in headquarters. They were modified with German diesel engines and nicknamed Moritz and Max after characters in a German children's story. The 3rd one was sent to service with 5th Lichter Division. These AEC command vehicles serviced with DAK throughout the war in North Africa campaign. After German Heeresgruppe Afrika surrendered to the Allies in May 1943, These AEC command vehicles were found deserted in Cap Bon, northeast corner, Tunisia. Oh, there we go. Now, as can be expected, there's a very, very, very detailed instruction booklet with this. And I'm really just going to blaze through it because I'd really want to show you what's inside the box. This is a what's in the box video after all. So as you can see, we're going to actually start with the chassis, putting all the engine, and there's a lot of small bits in this. There's a lot of small bits for my podgy hands to actually get through. We're going to put the wheels, the exhaust unit on. That's up to section 5, and then we're going to start building the body. I already know what's in the box. A lot of this is really, really, really nicely detailed. So we're going to actually put in the cabin. We've got the seats, which are really, really nice. We've got a desk. We've even got some little lamps as well. And then we're going to start putting radio equipment. And I think we've actually got an Enigma machine here as well, which I think that's kind of unique for a model kit, to be honest with you, seeing an Enigma machine included. And again, we're going to continue building up the cabin. And then we're going to move on to the cab itself with the steering wheel and all the other bits and bobs that go with that. And as you can see, then we're going to continue and adding a very large amount of small parts at one time. I mean, this kind of thing scares the hell out of me, I'll be quite honest with you. I had a look at this when I got it and I went, oh my God, what am I getting into here? Consequently, I started building Spitfires. You can see my logic now, maybe. So, and there we go, we keep on going through. We've got skylights in here, we've got the roof, we've got a load of jerry cans, we've even got a sun awning, and here we move on to the finished article, which is actually, they actually retained the British markings on this. They didn't do anything with it themselves. I think maybe apart from at the front that they changed, I'm not quite sure. And there we go, it's finished. Now this is a nice looking kit. I've actually seen somebody else build it. I'm sorry, I forget the name of the rather good YouTuber who assembled it, and he did quite a really good job. I'm sure if you wanted to, you can go and find him on eBay and on YouTube and go and have a look. Now, because of the size of the box, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to get rid of the cover art. And here we go. First off, this isn't actually how you get it. It's all in plastic, obviously. We've got 4 rubber tires. Now, as we can see, these are really, really, really nicely detailed. Lots of tread on them, and you can see the rubber there. I like that. I think that's really good. There isn't really any there is actually information on it. You can actually see Dunlop printed on the tire as well. Is that good? I think it's great. Then we've got some photo etch parts, which I've got to be honest, I don't know where they come from, but obviously we can see some sort of radiator grille going on here. I think these are actually windows. These are actually window frames. I think that's what they are, the window frames. I know this is actually part of the roof racking that goes on top of the roof. Don't know what these little bits are. This is the kind of thing that I really like. You might not be able to see this, but this is actually 12 maps printed on a really, I'm not going to take this out. It's actually printed on a really, really, really thin paper to actually make it look, realistic if you're going to use it. And obviously there's so many here, you could probably use 6 of these maps with this kit, and you could probably save 6 of these for another one. I like that. We've got the decal sheet. Now I've actually had to kind of obliterate some of the markings on this because they're not very YouTube friendly. This one I know signifies a German general in the field, and that's what one of your regulars see. I think this is German general staff, I'm not quite sure. And we've got a few other little bits and bobs on here. Now, incidentally, I paid $64.24 for this, which is quite a lot. But if you actually go for the British version, what I found was it was actually about £10 more expensive. Maybe that's just for the Enigma machine, I'm not quite sure. So in here we've got, I think these are resin parts, and as you can see, these are radios and various bits and bobs. I don't see the Enigma machine in there, which is a shame, but never mind. Oh, there it is there. There's the Enigma machine. So it does exist, you do get it. Now I'm going to have to quickly go through these sprues and put them out of the way because they're big. Here we can see we've got the main body of the vehicle and the roof section. This is the interior, so it's got a little bit of detail going on here. I think this is part of the canopy that pulls out from the side, the sun awning, if you like. And as on the exterior, you can see we've got some, oh, these are nice. The rivets are nicely raised. The panels, you've got indentations where the panels go together. Yeah, I can't wait to build this, but my skills are just, I ain't got no skill at the moment, let's face it, and this is totally beyond me. But I'm going to build this in hopefully a year when I'm a bit more confident. Here we've got the engine, all the suspension parts, the axles, I think. I'm not a mechanic. I don't know what these bits are, but they all look really nicely detailed. They're not the best, I'm sure, but to me, this looks nice. I like it. And here we've got, this looks like a fuel tank, and it's got the raised rivets again, which is great. We've got a nicely detailed, I think this is more radio equipment. We've got some, I think these are British style jerry cans. We've got some machine guns, we've got a Bren gun. I think obviously a lot of this kit is, you know, sort of well, let's face it, it's basically a British kit with some German markings on it, this one. We've got some of the interior wood panelling. This is actually from the side, the interior sides, and it's all nicely detailed, including hinges. They're raised. Oh, the joy of reviewing a beautifully made model. Oh, it sends shivers down my spine, I tell you, after all them goddamn Spitfires. Right, and here we've got some wheels. Again, we've got these are really nice, really nicely detailed sort of nuts and bolts in the wheels. I can't wait to have a go at this. I can't wait to be good enough. And again, we've got more wheels. Let's have a look. More wheels, more bits of machinery. Loads of little bits that, oh God, the carpet monster's going to have a field day with this, I tell you. We've got some German-style jerry cans. I think these are ammo boxes. More German-style jerry cans and ammo boxes. It's just a repeat of the last one. We've got the clear plastic sections, which I'm going to have to be really careful with. Someone kindly told me the other day that using PVA glue is a good idea for this. I think I'm going to give that a go at some point, definitely. They're really nicely made. There's no blemishes or anything. I haven't seen anything wrong with this yet. Oh, got the steering wheel. I mean, I don't know. I think maybe I would have preferred that in photo etch. That's kind of fragile, but you know, we'll do our best with it. We've got a nice seat here. Yeah, that's even got a line around it. We've got some. These look like bolt cutters, I think. Oh, it's just gorgeous. Oh, dearie me. We've got more. Oh, these are the interior seats. Look, you can see they've got lines and all the detail on the seat backs, and I think these are the arms for the seats. And look at this detail even on the bottom, on the stand that the seat goes on. It's got very, very, very fine bolts. Oh, here we go. We've got more of these seats. They're lovely. Look at that. You know, I mean, if you're actually competent, go out and give this one a go. I think anyone would love to have a go with this. And I'm drooling. I am drooling. I think this is part. Yeah, this is part of the cab. That's where I'm assuming that's where the gearbox comes up. There's the front. I think that's the original front of the Matador, and I think then you put all these armour plates on the front of it. That's where the radiator grille goes, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I have no problem being corrected. Oh, look at that! Look at the detail on that. All that raised stuff. Oh gosh, this is gorgeous. Why is there not more videos of this on YouTube instead of bloody people doing Tamiya's all the time? Look at that! Look at all the detail on this part of the chassis. You know, this is underneath. You can't even see what's going on. Look at all the detail there. Yeah, I mean, I think I've actually seen better wood, to be honest with you. This is made in Taiwan. Taiwan. Well, it's Chinese, I suppose, isn't it? The Taiwanese will actually completely disagree with you, and long live the Free State of Taiwan. And as far as I'm concerned, it is a country. I don't care. Right, so we've got to the end here, and look at this. We can see a load of other interesting vehicles that is made by AFV Club. And guess what? I've actually got another one. A Bussing Nag 4500. But you'll have to wait to see what's in the box with that one. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my video. I really enjoyed making this one. I'm getting a little bit bored of talking about Spitfires, and I'm sure you guys are getting boring the hell out of you as well. So if you've got any questions about this particular model or anything else, obviously this kind of in doing this video, I feel as though I'm answering a lot of questions about my building style. My building style is a novice. I'm trying to do something in the future. This is what I want to be doing, but I've got to wait. I can't go and build this yet. Pretty obvious to me. It's not quite so obvious as some other people out there, but you know, that's no problem. I don't have a problem with that. Anyway, I'm going to go to work later. Just wanted to share this one with you, and be seeing you.